Hi, kindergarten and first grade. Last planet video of the season. I am, going to show you the outer planets so that you can complete a research on those. And here we go, flipping the screen. I figured out how to do a little setup over here on the table so that it doesn't have a glare. Took me all this time. Maybe by the end of this, I will be good at videos. Who knows? All right, here's our planet research that I sent to you. So the first thing is, what is the name of your planet? The first question. What position is your planet from the sun? That's the second question, and it has it. The answers are all right there. First, second, third, etc. to ninth. So you can simply write that above it, circle the one that's correct, and then you can copy it up there. How long does it take your planet to orbit the sun? So that's its solar year. How long is the planet's day? How long does it take to rotate on its axis? What is the diameter of the planet in miles? How far is the planet from the sun in miles? How many moons does the planet have? Does your planet have rings? That's yes or no, and you could write any information about that. Tell one interesting fact about your planet and draw a picture of your planet and color it. Okay, let's go to Jupiter. Ready? So if you were going to do Jupiter, you would write Jupiter's name there. Second, what position is Jupiter from the sun? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the fifth planet from the sun. Third question, how long does it take Jupiter to orbit the sun? Let's look over here, because this is where it tells us the solar revolution or year length. How many Earth years? It takes 12 years for Jupiter to orbit the sun. How long is the planet's day? 1 day on Jupiter. I'm not even going to answer the question because you can find it on this information card. What is the diameter of the planet in miles? Remember the diameter. We've talked about that so many times. Here's the information. The word diameter, and it means the distance across it. If we cut it apart, there's your answer right there. 88,846 miles. All right, next question is, how far is the planet from the sun in miles? Distance from sun, 484 million miles. You could have your mom help you write that out in zeros. That would have 6 zeros behind it. Actually, 484 million. Yes. And or you can just write the word out, million. All right. How many moons does your planet have? Can you find that information on the card? I'll give you a hint. It's in the middle. Let's see, right about there. Does your planet have any rings? All right. Tell one interesting fact about your planet. Could you tell this? The planet Jupiter is so large that 1,321 Earths could fit inside of it. What did we also learn about its big red spot, the storm? Some of its giant storms last for over 100 years. Could you write that? Yes. Could you write, it is cold and windy and has clouds of ammonia? Remember I told you it kind of smelled like Windex? You could just put has clouds of ammonia. You can copy it right off that card. Let's see. Is there anything else? Ooh, what about who it was named after? Jupiter was named after the Roman king of the gods. And what kind of planet is it? Is it a land planet, a terrestrial planet? Can we stand on Jupiter? No, it's the first gas planet. Okay, let's make the switch. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to Saturn and Saturn. Let's see. All right, if you're going to do research on Saturn, what are you going to do? Write its name, write Saturn. What position is it? I'm not going to answer the question this time. I'm just going to hold the camera and point. You're going to have to count. How long does it take it to orbit the sun? Let's look at that. Its solar revolution, 29.5 years. Wow, that's a long time. Okay, what about the planet's day? What's the diameter of the planet in miles? I'll read that. And I'll show that they have to measure it across because Saturn is on a, well, yeah, no, it's not on a tilt. It's still on its, it still rotates around the sun horizontally. Remember which one is on its, axis are tilted funny? Is it Neptune or Uranus? It's Uranus, you're right. 74,898 miles is Saturn's diameter. All right. Distance from the sun in miles, right here. How many moons? Does it have any rings? Yes, it does. All right. Could you write an interesting fact about the rings of Saturn? What are they made up of? Where are Saturn's moons found? Okay. Who was the first person to discover Saturn? Galileo was the first person to view Saturn through a telescope in 1610. This year is 2020. And is Saturn a gas giant also? Yes. But what do you remember about Jupiter? I'm going back. Could all of our planets fit inside of Jupiter? They sure could. But not all inside of Saturn. All right, let's go to Uranus. I'm trying to go fast here. Remember, you can pause the video at any time to look at the information on the cards to write it down. You can get your mom or dad to help you, or you can use a different place. Remember the nasa.gov I said? Okay, Uranus. If you wanted to do Uranus. Ooh, I forgot. Don't forget, you want to draw a picture of it. Of Saturn, you would draw the picture of Saturn right down at the bottom. I think that would be a fun one to do. Or I would like to do Jupiter because it has the big red spot. That would be super fun. Okay, Uranus. Let's take a look. Well, you're going to write its name. You're going to write its position from the sun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Okay, you're going to write its orbit. How long does it take to make 1 year or 1 solar revolution? I'm not going to read it. Everybody can read that. How many? 84 years. Okay, I read it. I lied. Sorry. What's 1 day on Uranus? What's its diameter? 31,764 miles. What's its distance from the sun? Oh my goodness, this is so far. 1.78 billion miles. So that's 1 and 78 hundredths of a billion miles. That's why I was saying we can't read our numerals that funny. You know, put the and in there because this is our decimal point and we have to say and with that. But that's just so many miles. It's beyond our comprehension. Way beyond. Okay. How many moons? When it has a plus like that, 27 plus, that means it has more. Greater than 27 moons. How many rings? Or does it have rings? What's the answer? Yes, you know it. What's an interesting fact? The average temperature. Remember we talked about poisonous atmosphere with strong winds and frigid temperatures that average minus or negative 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Uranus is the, oh my gosh, I skipped. We were supposed to do Neptune first. Goodness, blooper video. But yes, I was like, so Uranus is the only planet that rotates on its axis on its side. Tipped on its side. Oh my goodness, look at that. So Uranus, we skipped a planet. I'm going to have to go back to Neptune. There might be some interesting facts on this fact card. Named after the Greek god of the sky. Uranus was, let's see, like Neptune, Uranus is classified as both a gas giant and an ice giant. And it's the only planet named after the Greek god rather than a Roman god. It's named after the Greek god of the sky, Uranus. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that word. I will have to look it up because I don't speak Greek. Okay, let's go back to Neptune since I skipped it. Good heavenly days. I should have known. No, I didn't skip it. Okay, good. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't mess up. Uranus is first. Why was I thinking? I was getting confused. Getting it out of order. All right, I'm going to hold Neptune here for a minute. What's the name of your planet? Neptune. What position is your planet from the sun? You're right. Okay. What is, how long does it take the planet to orbit the sun? That's its solar year or solar revolution. How many Earth years? All right, that's its year length. What about one day? How long is Neptune's day? You got it. What's the diameter of the planet? 30,776 miles. What is its distance from the sun? How far away? We're going to do it in miles. 2.78 billion miles, but we're just going to say 2.78 billion miles. Oh, crazy. What was about Neptune that we learned? Wind speeds top 1,200 miles per hour. Hang on. It is the windiest of all the planets. Could you write that down on interesting fact? Tell one interesting fact about your planet? Yes, you could. Here's another one. It has storm systems the size of planet Earth. Oh my goodness. One of the storms on Neptune is the size of Earth. Okay, let's see if there's other interesting facts here. Named after the Roman god of the sea, Neptune has a layer of methane and its atmosphere that makes it appear blue. Do you remember that? And it's the stormiest places, one of the stormiest places in our whole solar system. All right. Enough of Neptune. Last planet. I can't believe I got mixed up and thought that Neptune came before Uranus. I don't know what I was doing. Just had a little brain break there for a second. We call them brain farts. Don't tell your mom I said that. Okay. Pluto, last planet. It's a dwarf planet. You could even write that as an interesting fact. It was reclassified as a dwarf planet. All right. It's frigidly cold and icy. Let's see. What do we need to know? Year length, solar revolution, 248 years it takes to go around the sun one time. How long does it take to make one day? That's right. How many moons? Does it have any rings? No. Oh, I forgot to say that about Neptune. Let's say its diameter. 1,430 miles. It's very small. Remember, I compared it to Mercury? 2.5 Plutos would fit inside of Mercury. How about distance from the sun? 3.67 billion miles. What planet order is it in? It's not the 8th planet, it's the 9th planet. That's right. What's another interesting fact? Remember, it was closer to the sun than Neptune. Yeah, not Uranus. From 1979 to 1999, for 20 years, because of its odd orbit, it kind of goes up and down and up and down, kind of angled, not horizontal orbit like the rest of them that go around the sun. It kind of goes up. So therefore, it was closer to the sun than Neptune. All right. Don't know if anybody is going to do Pluto for a planet research. Definitely, you could say an interesting fact is that it's a dwarf planet and color it. It kind of has a pretty color. All of our planets really do. All right, guys, I hope you're successful with your planet researches. I would love for you to take a picture of them and text it to me. Yes. Bye.